Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be cooking for you from India fruity lamb curry. I hope you all enjoy this one. I'm going to show you the ingredients what we're going to be using for today. If you like this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and if you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment in the comment section. This recipe might look a bit different from the actual recipe that it is because I want to do my own take on it. So I hope you all enjoy this one. So I'm going to show you the ingredients what I'm going to be using. Right, so the ingredients what we're going to be using for today, we're going to be using some lamb neck. As you can see, these are nice big chunky meaty pieces. So that's our lamb neck what we're going to be using for today. Got some carrots, got lemon, we've got a potato, got some apples, got our stock, we've got some apricots and sultanas. We've got our onions, got some lump sugar, got some thyme, which is fresh thyme, and some garlic. We've got some ghee. Everybody's saying when you're doing your recipes, are you using ghee? That's the evidence. So don't keep asking me if I'm using doing authentic recipes. We've got our black pepper, some rosemary, some cumin and coriander powder. And we've got our salt and our curry powder. So that's our ingredients for today. So now I'm going to move the camera over a bit. I'm going to show you what we're going to be, the recipe what we're going to be using for today. So we'll be back with you in a minute. Right, so we've got our duchy on the cooker and we've got it on a medium to high heat. So we're going to put in our ghee. I'm going to let that just heat up a bit. If you smell ghee, it's got like a sweetish sort of smell to it. So I'm just going to give this a coating off. So we like to thank our subscribers from India who suggested this recipe. They wanted to see if I could change up their recipe for them. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do today. There is an Indian recipe where you do use some of these ingredients, but I've just decided to add a little bit more to it. Right, so we've got our ghee eaten up, so we're just going to brown up our meat now. As you can see, these are nice big meaty pieces. Could have used a smaller pan, but I want you to see everything what's going on. gonna get these browned off a bit. So once we've got these brown off, then we'll get back to this. Right everybody, so we've got our meat almost to where we want it now. So as you can see, it's browning off at the edges and everything. So we're going to take these out. And you're going to turn the fire right as low as you can get it. Right, so we've got those out. Then we're going to add our curry powder to it. Let's brown off our curry powder a bit. So it's just your curry powder, what you want in there. Then we're going to add our lump sugar to that as well. With this lump sugar, it melts fast when it's heated up, and if you're using it cold, it takes ages to melt. It's like a solid stone sort of texture to it. So you just want to just round off your curry powder for a couple of minutes or so. It's going to be sticky. Right, so we've got that down to where we want it, and we're going to add our onions. These are chopped onions which are frozen. Let me just let that heat through. See, that's a nice colour. Then we're going to add our garlic to that as well. We're just going to crush our garlic and put that in. So, garlic. If you want to do this recipe at a later date, please look at the shopping list. And remember to watch our Wednesday videos. They're going to be coming out every other week, which is our shop review off the shelf products. They're not sponsored by anybody, so please support the channel. We're just testing them, so to let you know our opinion on them. We're going to be rating them out of 10. Sometimes there's going to be a panel of 3 or 4. You might get the odd occasion when there's 5 of us testing it, but we're going to let you know what all these products are like when you buy them off the shelf, if they're any good. A lot of them are geared towards children. Like with holidays and stuff coming up, I know you want to do something with your kids, and the easiest thing is just to get one of these box products off the shelf, add a couple of ingredients to it and you're good to go. But we want to know, are they any good? So that's our onions. We're going to let that simmer down a little bit and then we'll be back with you. Right, so we've moved our pan to a lower heat because this is going to be on the cooker for about 2 to 3 hours, because you're going to want it till when the meat falls off the bone. So we're going to put our meat back in now. I'm going to give that a stir in just to get the coating on our meat. Just turn up the heat a bit. So as you can see, that's looking nice already. You just want to make sure that your meat is coated with the curry and everything. Right, so we've got that in. So we're going to put in our fresh thyme. We're just going to rinse that off again. Then we're going to put in all our spices, which is black pepper, rosemary, cumin and coriander. So just going to shake that together, get a little bit incorporated. Give that a stir again. Right, now and I'm going to put in my lemon. I'm just going to rinse it off because you're going to be putting in a couple of slices of lemon. So make sure you get the lemon what's not waxed. I'm going to be putting in a couple of slices. So there's a couple of slices of lemon going in. Right, we've got our apricots, which I'm just going to cut in half, so they're a bit big. Let's get those in. Then I've got our sultanas going in. Can use raisins as well. So I've got our carrots going in. This has got a nice smell coming from it already. Let me give that a stir in. And I'm going to put in our stock. I've tasted this one. This one's a bit salty, so I haven't put in any salt yet. So I'm just going to let this come to the boil, and once it comes to the boil, I'm going to taste it and then see if we need to add any more salt to it. So when you put in your lemon, you want the lemon in with the rind as well, so remember that part. Right, so I'm going to peel my carrot, my apples meanwhile. So once we've done that, we'll come back to you and show you the rest. Right, so we've got all our ingredients in except for our potatoes. The potatoes go in about 45 minutes after you put in the cooking time. So I'm just going to put in our apples now. Or if I'm putting them in one by one, I'm just checking them to make sure that they're cored properly. So this is a, you're going to need a firm apple like a Granny Smith or something. This is what I'm using. So you don't want a soft apple. I think you might just about get away with using a cooking apple. So that's all our apples in as well. So we're just going to let this come back up to the boil. Once it comes up to the boil, you're going to cover it, and then you can go away for a couple of hours. Just make sure that the fire is very low. So you're just going to leave that and let it do its thing. So once it boils up, then we'll cover it up. So once again, I'd like to thank our subscribers from India for suggesting this one. So we're going to cover this now and leave it, and then once we've gone to 2 hours, then we're going to open it and then add our potatoes to it. So we'll see you back then. Right everybody, so we've had our lamb on the cooker now for the 2 hours. So we're going to take off the cover. You can see it's nicely bubbling away. So that's what it looks like after 2 hours. It's reduced down a bit. So that's it after 2 hours. Just get full, so you can see that it's not quite off the bone yet, so it's still got another hour to go. So right now I've peeled and I've chopped up my potato into squares, as you can see. So we're going to put those in now. So that's one large potato. So we're going to put the lid back on. I'm going to let that cook for another 45 minutes or so. So once we've done that, we'll come back to you again and show you what it looks like once the potatoes are cooked. Got the lamb should be coming off the bone by then. You can see it looks really nice. It's soft, but you can eat it like this if you want, but we're going to leave it till it come off the bone. Right, so we'll see you again in about 45 minutes time. Right everybody, so it's been another 45 minutes. So we're taking off the cover. Show you what it looks like now. You can see it's gone reduced right down. Got our potatoes at the top. We'll get our piece of our meat now. Fork should just go straight through it. So that's what you want. So that's ready to come off the heat. So what we're going to do, we're going to plate up a plate and we're going to show you what it looks like on a plate later on. So we're going to do that in a bit. So we'll see you when we're ready to plate up. Right everybody, here it is on the plate. We're just serving it with some roti and some avocado. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. This is our fruity lamb curry. If you want to follow along, you can look in the shopping list. It's got all the ingredients what you're going to need in there, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. So you take care and thanks for watching.